Remember when you were a kid? You didn't sit around wondering what you should be passionate about. You just did things. You played outside, built houses, made up stories, and asked dumb questions. Nobody told you to do it. You weren't weighing career options or thinking about monetization. You just followed whatever felt fun. And when you got bored of one thing, you moved on. No guilt, no self-analysis. If you loved drawing, you drew. If you liked climbing trees, you climbed trees. Simple. But, now in adulthood, suddenly, everything has to have a purpose. You can't just do something because you enjoy it. You have to justify it. Is this practical? Is it profitable? Will it make me successful? And when you can't answer those questions, you sit there, paralyzed, waiting for some magical passion to strike. That's not how it works. The reason you can't find your passion isn't because you don't have one. It's because your brain is too busy chasing cheap dopamine to even care. Think about it, every free moment of your day, your brain is getting hijacked by fast, easy hits of pleasure. Scrolling social media. Watching Netflix. Checking notifications. Playing video games. The list goes on. When your brain is flooded with cheap dopamine, nothing else feels worth doing. Creative work. Too slow. Reading a book. Boring. Starting a new skill. Too much effort. You've trained your brain to expect instant rewards, so when something doesn't give you that immediate hit, you assume you're just not passionate about it. But that's a lie. You're not bored. You're just overstimulated. Starve yourself of cheap dopamine. If you want to find your passion, the first thing you need to do is change where you get your dopamine from. That means cutting out the cheap, passive sources and forcing your brain to crave deeper, more fulfilling rewards. It's time to really do the freaking hard things. Try this, take a break from social media, video games, and mindless entertainment for a week. No passive scrolling. No binge watching. Just let yourself be bored. At first, it's going to suck. Your brain will scream for distraction. You'll reach for your phone every 2 minutes. But if you push through, something interesting happens, your brain starts looking for stimulation elsewhere. You'll start thinking again. Ideas will come out of nowhere. You'll feel an urge to do something, not because an algorithm told you to, but because your brain actually wants to. That's when you know you're on the right track. The creation versus consumption rule. The second reason you feel lost: you spend too much time consuming and not enough time creating. Most people mistake consumption for passion. They say, I love movies, but they've never written a script. I love music, but they've never made a song. I love business, but they've never started anything. Liking something isn't the same as being passionate about it. Passion isn't about what you enjoy watching, it's about what you can't stop yourself from doing. The difference between consumers and creators is simple: consumers get dopamine from other people's work. Creators get dopamine from their own. And let me leak out a secret: abundance is where passion lies. The people who feel the most alive are the ones who create the most. Not the ones who consume the most. Not the ones who plan the most. The ones who actually make things. You don't find your passion by thinking about it. You find it by doing. Stop searching. Start creating. Most people don't have a passion problem. They have a commitment problem. They wait for motivation instead of creating it. They assume passion comes first, when in reality, it comes last. Stop looking for some magical feeling that tells you what to do with your life. Passion isn't something you find, it's something you build. And you build it by creating, not consuming. So, what do you do next? Turn off the distractions. Get bored. Pick something, anything, and start making. And don't stop. And hey, if you don't subscribe, chances are you'll never see this kind of simple, raw truth again. So like the video, smash that subscribe button, and let's make the algorithm spread the good news to a larger audience.